Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, Keke did an interview with Anthony Lofties earlier, and when I tell you Keke gave a great interview, she seems like she is a very, very genuine, authentic person, and I really enjoyed her interview. But there is a couple of things that stood out to me. And one of the things that stood out to me was that Keke kept reiterating how much she loved her family. She loved Marcel, Tisha, Wanda. And if they were to apologize, she would forgive them. And in my opinion, this is the very reason that they treat her this way. Now, don't get me wrong. The forgiveness is supposed to be for the person that was hurt, not the person that did the hurting. So it's supposed to be, you're supposed to forgive people so you can move on. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with Keke forgiving these people, but I do see that there is something wrong with her continuously wanting to be back in these people good graces, or in their circle, knowing how they feel about her and what they continue to do to her and her family. Because when Martell brought out the statement about the 20 women and the Scott's son heard him, he was made to apologize because the Scotts was so upset that their son was going to hear some bad things about Marcel. So my question is, what about Keke? What about Keke family? Keke have a son that's supposed to respect his mom no matter what. Keke have daughters that she is raising to hold their head up in high regards and not be shameful for anything. So what about her kids? She have a husband. How was it that the Scotts family have to be protected, but Keke family gets thrown to the wolves and get dogged out, and they can get on social media because her son is old enough. He's almost what is this, his last year of high school? So I know he's on social media. He have friends, and probably his friends' parents and stuff watch the show or on social media, and his mama plastered all on social media because their uncle is talking about him picking her mom up off the side of the road. So if you don't know these people, the first thing you're going to do is say, well, why was she on the side of the road? What was she doing on the side of the road? I think that was so disrespectful, and they had no regard for Keke, her family, her husband, nothing. But let that had been the Scott being dogged out like that, they would have had the rolled tape, cut production, send everybody home, because Tisha wouldn't have been able to handle it, because because they have to be shown in a good, positive light at all times. And I just don't feel as though that it was fair for them to be able to get away with it without Keke being able to defend her side. Marcel, he talking about he wanted to make Keke husband mad, but why? Why would you want to make her husband mad by calling her all out her name and stuff? That's his wife. That is his wife, and it's like no respect, nothing. Marcel and Tisha sat at that table and dogged the mess out of Keke. They put her character into question and possibly her spot on the show, because it seems like, they didn't, nobody wanted to film with them. She got put out the barbecue, but I don't understand. And I understand why at the time when she got put out, but I don't understand why, because when Keke flipped the drink on Tisha, she got up, she removed herself and went and stood in the corner. Keke was quiet. The atmosphere had calmed down, and then here come Marceau. Marceau brought it back up because Tisha had a drink thrown on her. No, they couldn't let it rest. They couldn't. Kimmy didn't say, "Well, Keke, let's talk. Come on, what's going on?" Nothing. She immediately jumped into action and wanting to push Keke. It's like she just was being really, really mean towards Keke, and she was one-sided. And I felt as though that was unfair. These people blatantly dogged Keke and her family out at this barbecue. But like I say, the person that Marceau and Tisha were describing when they was talking about Keke, you would think that if you did not know her, you would still think that she was using and maybe hardcore drugs from the way he was talking about him having to pick her up from on side of the road multiple times and talk to her for 5 and 6 hours. I mean, it's like they gave not one care. And Keke has apologized several times for flipping the drink on Tisha. And I have yet to hear a peep out of them Scots, any of them, for the disrespect that they showed Keke. I wish Keke would just focus on her journey for what she said, that the career path that her new career path, for the reason of her stopping her professor, quitting her professor job. I want her to embark on that journey and stop trying to fit in a world that they no longer want her a part of. Keke has everything going for her. Her husband, who, like she said, has been in her corner through everything. And he's telling her to walk away. And if somebody is bold enough and loves you enough to never divert from you in your lowest time, and you still don't see it, that this is the person, this is the voice of reasoning that you need to be listening to, I don't understand, Keke. I just don't. And another thing that got me was Keke said, well, she did say she apologized to Kimmy, and she said she's trying to show Kimmy to believe that she is the person that she says she is, and she admire Keke a lot, the voice of reasoning and stuff like that. And I'm like, Keke, I'm like, I know you don't be around them like that, but I know you watch the show. Keke, I'm gonna need you to back that statement up, because ain't nothing to admire about Kimmy. Because first of all, Kimmy, the way she was pushing on you, the way she went running back to Tisha, telling her about the pajama party, telling Tisha that you was up there talking about her, that you starting all this mess, telling all her business, all up in her marriage. Kimmy don't see it for you like that. And I doubt if she ever will. And if she do, it's fake, because she just don't. When Keke tried to have a conversation with Kimmy, I'm sorry, Kimmy looks at Keke like she's nothing. Kimmy does not see it for Keke. When they were at the spa, and Keke was talking to Kimmy, Kimmy looks at Keke, like I say, like she's less than. She talks to her in a like she's chastising her, and it gets on my nerves. And Keke, because she, I guess, like she said, she admire Kimmy and wants to be like her, she doesn't pick up on it. But Kimmy is a mean girl, and you are her target. You're her target practice, Keke. I need you to open your ears, open your eyes. And I know you're looking at it from, oh, Keke, that Kimmy, she has it going on. No, she doesn't. She needed a whole support animal. Keke, you have a much better life than Tisha and Kimmy put together. And I'm not talking about finances. You have your family that adores you, your husband. You said your husband has been with you through everything, and has not stopped, has not let up. So I'm going to need you to stop saying that how much you admire Kimmy and how much you want to be back in these people's circle, because they don't want you in the circle. They do not want Keke in their circle, and they have made it loud and clear. And for what Marcel did, how Marcel and Tisha dogged her out at that table in front of everybody, and to all the viewers that it's going to be shared over and over, so many times over, that it's going to be everywhere on multiple platforms. So like I say, if people don't know Keke, the way Marcel and Tisha was describing her, you would think that she was a drug addict, still drug addict, and they didn't mean her no good. Nothing. So, like I say, if it was the Scotts, they would have been complaining to production, and Keke wouldn't have been in no other scene. Her career on Love and Marriage Huntsville would have ended that day if she had did that to the Scotts. So Keke, I'm going to need you to really take a listen to yourself. Watch the whole, you got everything you needed from this last episode to be strong enough to walk away. And if you ever get in that spot where you feel as though you just gotta be in their good graces, or be in their circle, watch it again or talk to your husband, because this man been in your corner all this time. I don't think he gonna steer you wrong. He is not a Marceau. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.